Shedeur Sanders Brown's preseason debut sparks Jamie Foxx's Willie Beamen Flashback. In just one night, rookie Shedeur Sanders managed to do two unthinkable things: make the Cleveland Browns look adept at football and bring Willie Beamen back into existence. On Friday night, Sanders had NFL GMs looking silly for allowing him to slide all the way to the 5th round of this spring's NFL draft. Granted, he was slinging the rock against a vanilla Panthers defense filled with a bunch of backups. But he did what he was supposed to, and then some. When given similar opportunities, plenty of rookie and veteran QBs alike have pissed down their legs. Not Shedeur. Actor Jamie Foxx, or maybe his hologram, noticed and channeled his inner Willie Beamen to celebrate Sanders' success. "My name is Willie Beamen," Foxx shouted via social media in front of a TV that's larger than most cars. Hey, he the real deal. Clearly speaking of Sanders, considering the video was posted after Shedeur connected on his first career, preseason, NFL touchdown pass, Foxx asked those on the other end of his social feed, "How you all feel now?" repeatedly. "Speaking as a Browns fan myself, I feel pretty frickin' good. I mean, I've watched Thad Lewis, Jeff Driscoll, PJ Walker and Bailey Zapp start games for the Orange Helmets. So quit yelling at me, Willie." Anyway, back to Beamen. Obviously feeling the kind of confidence that he's lacked since his days slicing up defenses as the Miami Sharks' main attraction, Beamen insisted that, if you hate Shedeur, you hate football. Jamie Foxx played Willie Beamen in Any Given Sunday. Holy shit. This is the energy we need right now. We're talking preseason week 1. Half these dudes are going to be working at Aldi come September. But I don't care. Foxx/Beamen is one of us. We've spent months without football. It's been torturous. Just brutal. What did you want us to do, watch baseball? I don't even know where the A's play anymore. Does anyone? What are my other options, the WNBA? No thanks, I prefer my dildos with a side of porn. Golf. What am I, a nerd? Nah. Give me Shedeur punching LL Cool J in the locker room after Cleveland's second preseason game, and let's keep this momentum going. The August air in Cleveland was thick, humid, and buzzing with expectation. The kind of night where the stadium lights looked like halos in the mist, and the crowd's anticipation had its own pulse. On the field, the Browns' rookie quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, jogged toward the huddle for the first snap of his preseason debut. For fans, it was a moment of curiosity. For Shedeur, it was the culmination of years of work. And for one man in the stands, it was déjà vu. Jamie Foxx sat quietly in a suite high above the 50-yard line, his sunglasses hiding a grin that could barely be contained. Next to him, a couple of friends were talking about whether Shedeur could actually steal the Browns' starting job from the veterans. But Jamie's mind wasn't on the quarterback competition. It was somewhere else entirely. Somewhere back in 1999. Fox's mind drifted to the set of Any Given Sunday, where he first pulled on the jersey of Steamin' Willie Beamen, the fictional rookie QB who went from third stringer to superstar under the blinding lights of the NFL. He remembered director Oliver Stone's barking commands, Al Pacino's growling speeches, and the adrenaline rush of stepping into a role that demanded both swagger and grit. And now, looking down at Shedeur, Jamie felt like he was watching a real-life Beamen moment unfold. Shedeur's stance in the pocket, the way he scanned the defense, even the faint smirk that seemed to linger as he barked out the play, it all brought back images of his on-screen alter ego. In Any Given Sunday, Beamen wasn't supposed to be ready for the spotlight. Neither was Shedeur, according to his critics. The NFL is notorious for chewing up rookie quarterbacks and spitting them out before they ever find their rhythm. But when the ball was snapped, Shedeur didn't look like a rookie. On his very first drive, he rolled to his right, bought an extra 2 seconds with a nimble sidestep, and rifled a 22-yard pass on the run to his tight end. The stadium erupted. Jamie chuckled. That was pure Beamen, extending the play, keeping the defense guessing, and doing it all with style. Foxx wasn't just watching the game. He was narrating it in his head like a film. He imagined Pacino's Coach D'Amato pacing the sideline, muttering about inches and heart. He pictured the locker room scene where Beamen finally earns his teammates' respect after proving he can take a hit and get back up. Every time Shedeur adjusted at the line or escaped pressure, it was like seeing a script come to life. Only this time, it wasn't fiction. By the second quarter, Shedeur had already orchestrated 2 scoring drives. His throws weren't just accurate, they were fearless. One pass, a dart into tight coverage on 3rd and long, made the crowd gasp before exploding into cheers. The camera panned to the Browns' sideline, and Jamie caught a glimpse of Myles Garrett pounding Shedeur on the shoulder pads. That was the kind of veteran approval money couldn't buy. Foxx leaned back in his chair, shaking his head. "This kid's got it," he muttered to himself. "He's got that Beamen juice." Of course, Foxx knew better than anyone that charisma alone wouldn't cut it in the NFL. Willie Beamen had his share of struggles: ego, media scrutiny, locker room politics, and Shedeur would face all of that and more in real life. The difference was that Shedeur wasn't just playing the part. This was his job, his livelihood, his dream. And he had been groomed for it by one of the sharpest minds in football, his father, Deion coach Prime Sanders. Midway through the third quarter, Shedeur found himself in the kind of situation that makes or breaks a young quarterback. Third down, deep in his own territory, the Panthers' defense showing blitz. The noise was deafening, the kind of roar that eats up your play call before it even leaves your mouth. The snap came, and the pocket collapsed almost instantly. But instead of panicking, Shedeur stepped up, avoided the sack by inches, and launched a 40-yard bomb down the sideline. The ball dropped into his receiver's hands like it had been guided there by GPS. The stadium lost its mind. Jamie slapped his hands together. That wasn't just Beamen, it was something more refined. It was poise, confidence, and instinct rolled into one. From that point on, it was clear. This wasn't just a feel-good preseason story. This was the beginning of something. Shedeur didn't play like a rookie. He didn't look overwhelmed. He looked ready. As the final whistle blew, the scoreboard read Browns 24, Panthers 17. Shedeur's stat line wasn't perfect, but it was enough to leave the crowd buzzing and the commentators stumbling over themselves to find new ways to praise him. Down in the locker room, Shedeur was all smiles, deflecting credit to his teammates, coaches, and even the Browns fans. Meanwhile, up in the suite, Jamie Foxx pulled out his phone. He typed a quick Instagram caption under a photo of Shedeur mid-throw.